and welcome to the first episode, well, mini episode today, of True Crimes and High Vibes. The weed strand that I'll be smoking today is sherbet, and if you don't know what sherbet is, I'll be posting what it does, how it affects you. So today's mini episode, we're going to be talking about the Greyhound bus killer. And if you guys don't know, that is a Canadian-based serial killer. You guys, the story is pretty heavy, actually. So yeah, we're definitely going to need to take a puff before we get into this story. So without further ado, let's cheers each other. Tim McLean was a 22-year-old carnival worker who was boarding the Greyhound bus 1170 to return back home for the summertime. During that time, or riding the bus, he was very quiet. He sat towards the back. Now, according to witnesses, Vincent Lee boarded the bus and he sat in the front initially. When they decided to make another rest stop, he decided to go to the back where an open seat was next to Tim. After Tim and Vincent exchanged words, it was reported that Tim put his headphones back on, leaned his head up against the glass window, and went back to sleep. During the ride, Vincent was mumbling words underneath his breath. Passengers weren't really sure what he was saying, but moments later, that's when he pulled out a very large knife and began to stab Tim in the neck. At that moment, Tim lets out a blood-curdling scream while Vincent stabs him in the neck. There are several passengers who tried to attempt to help to save Tim, but unfortunately, due to Vincent swinging this rather large knife, they weren't able to get to him. Now, at this time, a truck driver who sees the Greyhound pulled over on the side of the road decides to come over and to assist them, not knowing what horror is going on inside of this bus. So all the passengers get off the bus driver too, and they barricade the door so Vincent couldn't get off the bus. At this time, they call the police. The police pull up. They try to lure Vincent out. Vincent was not trying to come out the bus. He begins to continue to defile Tim's body, showing him eating body parts, consuming him. Just after a very lengthy standoff, Vincent Lee decides that he's going to try to escape through this window of the Greyhound. Doing so, he got tased by the police officers and cuffed. They searched his pockets. They found leftover body parts from Tim, which was his ear and his nose, in a plastic bag. They believe that he was trying to save these body parts for later to consume. Sadly, Tim's heart and eyes was never recovered. They do believe that Vincent Lee consumed them while he was on the bus after defiling and decapitating Tim. Vincent Lee was sentenced to life in a mental institution by a judge. A psychiatrist claimed that he was mentally insane and said that God told him to kill Tim McLean on the bus. After only serving 6 years of his term, he was released on good behavior, where he then changed his name and moved to a different location. No one has seen or heard from Lee since that day. All right, let's close the session out with one last puff together. If you like the stories that you heard or want to hear more upcoming stories, make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications, share with your friends. Let me know, leave suggestions down at the bottom of the stories you guys want to hear. I'm interested, I'm open-minded, and thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Peace out.